Good morning. Welcome to the first episode of this Let's Play show. We're going to start off with Metroid Prime Trilogy. Fantastic game. Originally for the GameCube, they reworked it for the Wii with the fancy Wii controls. Loading. Yeah, and also it has a weird history of sort of like, they only made so many copies, and like the Steelbook is like pretty rare and still expensive. And then GameStop put out like some newer copies that weren't in the Steelbook, but they were still just as expensive. It was weird. But I have a copy. I had it for a while. This was actually my first Metroid game. I'd never played the original on the NES or Super Metroid or anything like that. So this was these three games were my first Metroid game. That's why, yeah, it's a trilogy, because there are three games here. Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. They're all pretty fantastic. Also, that music's really cool, too. And there was also a really cool, like, zoom-out shot of Samus's gun, which took me a while to figure out. Like, I saw that intro sequence a lot, and it took me a while to figure out that was actually Samus's gun. So this is my other file. It's supposed to have a face there. I think I accidentally deleted that me. Anyway, let's do slot 2. Oh, here we go. Oh, here are people. None of whom... Oh, I haven't messed... Okay, so I think this is me. So I changed up my me on my Wii U, but it didn't carry over to the Wii. So, yeah, I think that's what happened. So that's a rough approximation of what I look like. It's cool. You see the three. I can't point at it, but you see that there are 3 game saves down there for Prime 1, 2, and 3. And let's start single player. Oh, there's also multiplayer, which I actually never played. If anyone wants to play with me, I need friends. Anyway, Metroid Prime game start. We'll do normal because I'm terrible. It's funny, I'm usually not that great at first-person shooters. This I think I'm a little better at, but also, I've never done the multiplayer. There's not like a deathmatch mode, so it's like I'm fighting against AI, which even in first-person shooters, I'm okay at fighting against AI. Okay, I thought the game had stopped for a second. An unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel. I could read that in my head that fast, but not out loud. Let's look at that skybox. Man, this is like a Star Wars type opening. I guess Star Wars is so successful, everything in space has to do something similar. Or maybe I'm just a nerd and I associate everything with Star Wars. That's also entirely possible. Well, of course I'm a nerd because I'm playing video games for the internet. And since I'm playing video games for the internet, I also watch people play video games rather than playing them myself. Which makes sense in a number of ways, but on the surface, it's kind of a strange situation to be in. There it is. Samus's gunship. Which, does it have a name? I just realized. I don't know if Samus's gunship has a name besides, like, Samus's gunship. Like, is it the Eagle 7? The Slave 4? Back to Star Wars. Who knows? But it has these little leg things that I thought were cool. Oh, yeah. There she is. Samus Aran. In all of her GameCube glory. Well, I think the graphics were picked up a bit for this game, but, GameCube-y. Ish. The textures are a function of their time, sort of. They're a little nicer, but... Oh, yes. Sorry, I love that. Alright, so we're starting off here. So you move so I'm actually using the Wiimote to point at the screen, if you don't know how this works. So the Wiimote kind of goes left to right, up and down. You can see where the cursor is. I also like how the cursor changes color when it's like I'm no longer pointing at the sensor bar, so it's like, oh no, you can't do this anymore. And I'm using the joystick on the nunchuck to move around. I can press Z to lock on the targets. Which basically means that you just shoot in the center. If you're locked on, you're fine. And this force field's gone. Good. We are approaching this derelict space. Oh, that thing reminded me. There's a thing called scanning. Oh, this thing is up top telling me this. A thing called scanning. You can scan things. Pressing Z while you're in your scan visor, and it'll tell you things. Or perform actions sometimes. So, like right now, I did that. And then I can go back to the combat visor. So I'm not going to try to 100% scan everything, but I'm going to try to scan as much as possible. So I'm going to be going around being like, oh, what can I scan? What can I scan? Can I scan the gunship? Yes, I can. Energy force field in place. You cannot reach your gunship. Thanks. Let's try. Nope. Energy shield in place. Okay, anyway. I'm really missing out. So, like, I'm locked onto something here. That was just... Oh, those are scannable. Which is directly connected to the force field barrier. Yeah, I know. Alright. And there we go. Tedium accomplished. Well, it's tedium for me because I've played this game. It's probably really good for people who have only played the 2D Metroid games and... Oh, I don't have the space jump boots, I just realized. Anyway, that was a slight spoiler. If you've never seen this game before or don't know what Metroid is. Use the beam A to open doors. Makes sense. So the thing here, can I scan it? I can! Environment unstable. I should read that out loud next time. Sorry. I'll also scan the door. Entrance to airlock. That's nice. So yeah, so almost everything is scannable, so getting 100% scan is kind of a big deal. And I don't think you can actually do it the first time you play through a game. I think you have to actually do like the New Game Plus and or play on veteran mode. I don't know. Or maybe it's different. Maybe another Metroid Prime game. I think there's a Metroid Prime game where you don't have the scan visor when there's something to scan. Or am I mixing that up with Wind Waker? I think I'm mixing it up with Wind Waker, where you have to do the Picto Box thing. And there's some things you can Picto Box. Whoa. Sorry, that freaked me out a little bit. There's some things that you can Picto Box that you can't, that you only see before you get the Picto Box. Hey, look, it's a corpse of a space pirate. Severing of the spinal cord. That sounds like fun. Death caused by severe flame damage to the exoskeleton. What's this big bubbly thing? Unknown. High levels of radiation. Is this the game? Or there's some game. Incredibly large muscles in the jaw area. Fluid sacs hitting acid are also detected. So that's a bad looking alien thing. There's some... Oh, I think it was Half-Life. Duh. That had a Geiger counter that would click as you like went around and saw different things. Oh, I can scan that thing. I'm scanning it. Yeah. Parasite. Interstellar vermin. Indigenous to Talon 4. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's scan this guy. So I'm going to scan all these orange ones, but I believe... Like, you've seen two different scan logos. The red one and the orange one. I think the red ones are the only ones that count for, like, completion bonuses. The orange ones are just kind of story related. Oh, this guy is coming up. Weak life signs detected. Not anymore! No! Okay, you're dead. Yeah, I guess I'll be back. Oh, I could have scanned that. Whatever, I'm going to steal a bunch of them. Tail section plans a mouth-like orifice. What was likely used for birthing offspring? That's a good sign. Offspring. Escape pod 3. Oh, all the escape pods are gone. They're going to Talon 4 Research Command Center. So this is a space pirate vessel. There are a bunch of space pirates in Talon 4, apparently. Use your charge beam to destroy the rubble. Press and hold to get a charge beam. Ba-bum. Pretty simple stuff. This is kind of like a nice area where you kind of like can ease into some of these controls. Ooh, a secret area. But it's too small. I can't get in. I am too tall. What do I do? Well, you press C, and you're in the iconic Morph Ball. Step into the hologram to download the map. I want to roll into the hologram. Can I roll? Can I roll? Fine, I'll step into the hologram. Gee, oh. Okay, I'm there apparently. Oh, man. I can't imagine, because like I didn't have this on the GameCube. So I can't imagine what this must have been like to be on the GameCube seeing all this. Cool, so now we have a map. This cool little like 3D thing that's occasionally really confusing to look at. Oh, there's a little path here that I missed. I wonder if I should go back for it. Or, oh no, that's a different thing. Alright, never mind. I didn't mention that. I didn't say anything. I'm pretty sure that's for later. Anyway, going on. I love when you go through like the things. You get a little like warp thing. Here we have a non-functional platform. We have a door that needs to be scanned. No, it's just not. We have this thing. It's red. Means it counts for something or it does an action. So this one activated this platform, which is actually an elevator. Oh, I can do this. I don't know if I actually want to like scan absolutely everything the entire time. That must be getting annoying. Though I mean the scan, like a lot of the scans do like give a good amount of warning, fire. They do give like a lot of backstory or some new information. Okay, I'm turning the morph ball, make the electricity go away. Here we go. Next door. Oh. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. Yeah. Totally not gonna bust out of that tube and attack me or anything. Strafe, okay. Oh, hey, look, an enemy. I'm gonna scan you. I got hurt. Space pirate, severe internal damage detected. I'll put you out of your misery. And you too. Now you're dead. Both legs are broken. Apparently, actually, if both legs were broken, he was still like of sound mind. Parasite egg and pupa stage. Okay, so they were like messing with these parasites, these giant things in the tubes. Rigid. Combat mutation applications. That sounds really good. This is like a Jurassic Park sort of thing where it's like, yes, you must breed weapons from these parasites. And then it just kind of backfires on them. Closeness generation can't look unstable. Can I do something with that? I don't think so. That sounds like something I can do later, though I never come back here later. Spoilers. This is a one-time area. Which is why it's also important to scan, because like you have stuff like this where you're only here one. What was that? Oh, that thing. Let me get my scan visor on to look at it. Nope, that's the door. There we go. New creatures. It's not really a creature, it's a robot. Auto defense turret. Use missiles to break outer casing. They also do. Oh, this one's not doing that much damage. It's doing 1 damage. Ow! Okay, let's stop that. I love the visor effects. Like they're a little. No, still in scan mode. So the cool thing about the missiles is that is it dead? Oh, it is. One. Oh, this is a missile power up. Missile ammunition with 3 rounds of ammo. So yeah, the nice thing about missiles is that you don't really, if you're locked on, you don't have to aim at all. Like with your beams, you still have to like sort of like aim in the center if you're locked on. But something happened. Oh, there's another one of those things. But with missiles, you can just be pointed almost anywhere, and it'll still like the missile will still shoot in the direction that you're pointing, but it'll very sharply correct itself. Also, missiles look really cool. All right, gather data. Let's gather some data. Start back here. I don't need a door. How about you? Perimeter defense turret malfunction because I destroyed it. Parasite larva, harmless unless encountered in large numbers. Actually, I think with this one, the turret one, I think that would have let me turn off the turret rather than destroying it. Face on infusion stage 2. So this is science log. I'm going to leave that red one because it's probably advancing things. And we know we can't advance things here. Larva status stable. This is interesting. Plasmite. Oh, so these are like little like enemies that are around. We got a couple of doors that... Solitary hoarding. A xenotropic life form. Unstable. Okay. Oh, it's shaking. Okay. That's kind of creepy. It's the same thing. What do you have here? Fusion analysis. Incredible strength and body mass increase when exposed to Phazon batch numbers. Okay. So Phazon seems to be an interesting thing here. More Phazon. Increases the acid production. So it seems like Phazon's like their super soldier serum or something. I don't know. Well, I do know. I'm just... Bioform paint. I'm trying to hype up the suspense for you guys. Like, whoa, what's Phazon? Phazon is biohazard waste removal. Begin in 3 hours. Oh, interesting. Okay. I got another thing. I guess I think that activates the elevator. Okay, so next time, this one a little long. Next time we're going to activate this red thing and see what happens. Thank you for watching. Come back soon.